in December. They only ended up playing 3, and they also played Marshall University.
Yeah, and the one that you and I were gonna have the one that it got postponed due to weather, which was one of the wildest things I've seen in the region, because I've never seen a college game really canceled like that.
Yeah, and not only that, if you remember, that was December the 13th. It was against UVA Lynchburg, and the weather really wasn't that bad, and they could have played. But that game has been rescheduled, and that will be made up on February the 5th, and it's a Thursday night, and that will take place at their across-town local campus, which is Van Meter Gym. All right, of course, Corey Akert, the head coach of Tech, and the young man, Ryan Arrowwood, the head coach of the Red Storm of Rio Grande. And, Eric, we'll just give the lineups on the fly as we go.
Yeah, and we'll do that. And I would like to say a happy belated birthday to Tech's coach, Corey Akert. And the only reason I know that is because we share the same birthday.
Wow. So in the center circle, the tip is controlled by Rio Grande. They'll have McLeod, Robertson, Johnson, Fox, and Kuba Sinjinsen. How you like that?
I like that.
They got 4 players in double figures. McLeod leads them at 17 a game. Robertson at 15 a game as they turn it over on their first possession. Brandon Moore leads Tech at 17 a game. And Goings at 14 a game, and Tackett at 12 a game. Here's a 3. It's short. Battle for the rebound, and Rio comes out of there with it. As here's Fox pushing it up. They whip a ball to the corner. Fox spots up, 3 ball on its way, rattles out, and Tackett clears the rebound for Tech.
And Tackett's going to have to do a lot of that tonight, Maris, for Tech to have a chance to be victorious. Going to have to hit the glass against the Red Storm here.
Here's Moore with it. He's the team's leading scorer. He scored 24 and 19 respectively in their last 2 games, both losses. Here's a little layup in the lane with the left hand. Nice play by Goings. Goings coming in at 14 a game, and he's able to score the first basket of this contest.
And Goings is saying right there, the friendly confines of our home gym.
Finally, right?
Finally.
Shot clock down to 12. Here's a 15-footer. That missed everything. The ball's out of bounds over to Tech. That was really good defense as that shot that time was put up by Johnson.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson shot that just a tad strong in Tech. Right now needs to turn these possessions into points.
Yeah, Rio Grande's got 4 players in double figures. McLeod at 17, Robertson at 15, Johnson at 11, Fox at 11. Tech's got Moore at 17, Goings at 14, and Tackett at 12. Down low, little short shot won't go. It's tipped around. Moore had a point-blank look, Eric, and he couldn't get it to go, but now we have a foul.
Yeah, it's going to be whistled on Jalen Fox for the Red Storm. That'll be his first and the team's first.
So it'll be side out for Tech. Of course, we're so used to doing high school, and also when we do women's college basketball, they play quarters. Of course, now we got to get used to playing halves, right?
Yes, we got to get back. We got to adjust to the game, and into the game. Maris is Branson Copas for the Red Storm.
Yeah, Copas checks in. Here's Tech running a screen. This is Woods for Tech that had the ball a minute ago. He's a new player. Wasn't with him in the first semester. Nice drive, good take. But the shot won't go by Moore. And, Eric, I like how the officials let him play through the contact.
Yes. Wow, what a pass through traffic.
Into the lane. Copas, they cut him off. Shazinskin off the glass and scores.
The big man with the nice jump stop and the kiss off the glass.
I was going to have to say his name multiple times tonight, right?
Sinchisen, hey, yes. He got it going for you.
Yeah, here's Tackett. Of course, Tackett is, I guess you could say, somewhat of a local player. He played at Man at Logan. He went to Alice Lloyd, played there last year, transferred to here in Beckley to play for Tech this season.
And yes, he did. And that one's going to be whistled on the new man in the lineup for Rio Grande. That's Branson Copas picking up his first team second.
So 21 on the shot clock. Here's Woods with it. And Tech will reset their offense. Going, trying to get the ball in the post, and they cover the post. So he said, what the heck, I'll just dial it up from downtown and knock it down.
And Goins off to a quick start with 5 early points for Tech.
Yeah, and one of their last 2 games, he had 26. So, he's capable, even though he's averaging 14, Eric, he's capable on any night of getting you 20 points. And considering the 2 transfers that Tech lost, is this 3 ball is good 3 ball right down the chute by Kopus.
And that was a great-looking shot because that was a good contest.
Yeah, there's a drive down the lane and a kickback. But I was going to say, when you talk about, here's Woods will dial it up for 3 and rattle it in.
From deep.
But you look at Tech, Eric, from last year when they lose Braden Chapman and they lose Thomas Haley, both transfers to the University of Charleston. You're taking about 40 points out of the lineup.
Not only that, all conference players.
Yeah,
all
that 15-footer was no good. And back the other way, you're right. So, and I had a long talk with both coaches, but what Corey Ake was saying, anytime you pull, like I said, all conferences you mentioned, 40 points a game in real leadership is Goins for 3 and right down the chute. It's raining 3.
And Goins is feeling it, and you're exactly right. 4 combined 3-pointers early in this contest. Yeah, anytime to get back to what you were saying, when you lose 2 guys like that and the toughness they brought to the Tech team.
And this is really a big game from very many reasons, as that shot is no good. That shot was put up by Johnson. Is you have to finish in the top 4 of each side of your bracket. It's a nice take to the rim, and it won't go by Goins. It hung on the rim and just fell off.
Well, nice attack by Goins, though. Yeah. I think he's feeling it. You know how it is, Maris. Early on in the game, you get a couple to drop, it feels like the bucket is big as the ocean.
Yeah, but the top 4 teams on each side make it to the postseason, and that's a tough shot, and it goes. I'll tell you, that was a hard shot by McLeod. You can see why he's a 17-point-a-game scorer.
Yeah, and you know what? He was patient. That old school dribble, it looked like the Larry Bird back end, right?
That's right. Here's Goins with it on a drive. Goes all the way to the rim. They cut him off. They double-team him. He finds Tackett. Good ball movement. Here's a 3 on its way, and it's in and out. Heartbreak. That 3 was halfway down as that was put up by Woods.
Yeah, I think Woods, when he first caught it, should have shot it, though.
Yeah, he hesitated a little bit, and I think that's why it missed.
Oh, nice strip.
The ball was poked free, but the Red Storm able to keep the possession.
15 to shoot, so plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Here's a 3 straight away. Back iron, no good. Rebounds tipped, and it comes to Woods.
And this is the exact start that Tech, the Golden Bears, needed to get.
Tackett will dial it up from downtown. Back iron a little strong. And the rebound will come down to Johnson for Rio Grande.
It looks like Rio Grande wants to slow it up a little bit as looks like Tech's going to dig into their bench the next dead ball.
They get the ball down low to McLeod. McLeod backing the defender down. A little left-handed shot off the glass and in. Nice play by McLeod.
Another southpaw. Tough to defend.
Yes.
In the post right there. Got to his strong hand.
And, Eric, when he shot that off the glass, he had the angle, right, to be able to bank that in.
Hey, but he hit that sweet spot on the glass.
That's right. 15 on the shot clock, and Goins banks in. Talking about the sweet spot. The kiss off the glass from downtown and a little grin by Goins as he comes back down the floor.
Correct you. That was Brandon Moore.
I beg your pardon, Brandon Moore. I beg your pardon.
He dialed it up, Marison. Just like he drew it up, right?
Yes. The big fella. He's not a threat. They don't guard him way out there. Here's a drive. Johnson scoop with the left hand. It goes and is fouled. That was a nice play by Johnson.
Take your pick on this one, Maris. I don't know who this is going to be whistled on the N1 try.
We watch the replay here. Can we give a half a foul each?
Yeah, look, both contact. They're going to give it to Woods.
And that'll take us to a media timeout. 13.5 remaining first half. And the Golden Bears in front, 14-9. We'll take a break. Be right back here as you're watching live streaming coverage of WU Tech basketball on Video Productions.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life,
we got you.
Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy trails, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the back roads. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Scotty Brown, your local State Farm agent. You can dial him up. He's in Shady Springs, 681-238-6130. Also, the game tonight brought to you by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, you can contact the pros at Exit Elevation Realty. Luca Richmond is the broker. Steve Morgan, the associate broker. The website is exitelevationwv.com. All right, out of the timeout, Eric. It'll be a chance for a three-point play for Jalen Johnson. He enters the ball game averaging 11 a game and trying to cut the Golden Bear lead to 2 as Tech has dipped into their bench. Liam Craven has checked into the ball game, and also Cole Chapman has checked in for Tech as the free throw is good. So here's Craven. He'll bring it up. Craven and Chapman in previous times Eric have started.
I was going to say that's a good problem to have if you're Coach Akert, because that with the transfers coming in, you just got deep, more deep on your bench.
Yeah, Woods misses a little turnaround. And here's Rio with a chance to tie or take the lead. And the 3-ball for the lead. It's there, and that was pure right down the chute by Johnson. And that's the first lead of the ball game for the Red Storm. Here's Chapman around the screen. So there are 2 Woods on the floor for WVU Tech. 15 to shoot. Right down the lane, tacks the basket, doesn't go, but there's a foul being called, and getting to the free throw line will be Jakyron Woods, and he is a transfer. He had originally committed to Shawnee State. He's from Chicago, and Woods will get to the free throw line and shoot 2.
And the foul will be on Eli Roberts. That'll be his first, team's third, and let's see what Woods, Jakyron can do from the free throw line, as he's not yet scored in this half.
And the free throw is good. Both teams have shot it well. From the floor, Rio Grande is 6 of 11, and Tech is 5 of 12, as he was able to make 1 of 2 and tie the game. That's one thing we've never really had to worry about, the shot clock. This new player into the ball game, James Wright. He had it in the post. He has it now. Here's a 15-footer put up. That won't go. Battle for the rebound. Wright is right on the spot as he's able to clean it up and put it back up and in.
Yeah, and that was a tough shot, a tough make as he was falling away from the basket.
As Kellum has checked into the ball game for Tech as well. He's got it now. Kellum from South Charleston High School. 17 to shoot as we go under 12 for the half.
Kellum's got a lot of talent, still a little raw as a freshman, but
8 on the clock. Wood step back 3 on its way short, and Chapman able to clear the rebound. A new clock.
And that's what Coach Chapman brings. He's going to do the right thing with the basketball. Doesn't turn it over much, and just real cerebral player.
Woods will dial it up from downtown. Back iron no good. The ball's loose, and it's corralled that time by Wright for the Red Storm. Eli Roberts into the game. That's a new player for the Red Storm. Here's a turnover. Here's Chapman with it.
Great outlet.
Woods going in and laid up and in. I thought he was going to Tommy Hawk it down there for a minute.
Like the way he took off, I thought we was going to see.
But you want to make the safe play, the safe sure play, right? You got a good game here. Coming up on the 11-minute mark of the first half, tie game. Here's Wright with it. They cut him off. 15 to shoot for the Red Storm. Deep 3 straight away. Good. Right down the chute. That's a great shot by Johnson. He's had a hot hand here in the first half of this first half.
That's 8 straight points for him.
Yeah, he's rained a couple of 3 balls. As we're coming up almost on the halfway point. Kellum to the rim. Throws it down. Slam dunk. Nice play, nice pass by Chapman, a nice pick and roll, and Kellum able to go right down the rim to throw it down. And there's a timeout on the floor. 10:24 remaining here in the first half, and it'll be a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here as we watch the replay. Look at that slam dunk. Tonight's game.
Did a chin up on the rim right there.
Yes, he did. Is brought to you in part by Edward Jones. Edward Jones, your financial advisor. And whether you're retiring or changing jobs, you'll want to know all your retirement options. You can check out Heather Cantley, Tracy Houck, Brooke Dempsey, or Ben Worley. They'll take excellent care of you, and they can walk you through whatever your goals are for your retirement, and they do a great job. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Hart's Cabinets, located at MacArthur, West Virginia. They have quality cabinets, and they're a proud sponsor of all the sports here in West Virginia, and you can dial them up at 304-252-2917. But, Eric, thus far, it's been a very good, entertaining first half. We're 24 seconds away from being halfway through this first half.
You know, I know you say, and the saying is true, you are what your record says you are, but this looks like a totally different Tech team, so maybe if they can get a win. Both teams are, don't have a winning record thus far, but they're playing. This is a high-level game, and this matters in the conference, as you said. If you can get this win, if you're Tech, you can move your conference record to 2-3, and Rio Grande will be 2-3. So there's a lot at stake in this contest tonight.
Well, you're right, and both of these teams, like I said, they look better than what their record says they are, and these two teams will meet again later in the year. They will play at Rio Grande on February the 10th. So just about a little less than a month from now.
Just right around the corner in basketball terms.
Right.
Look at us. I mean, what is this, your 14th game in a week?
Yeah, between you and I, the games we did, because we did what? You and I did 11 last week.
So 12, yep.
No, we did 12 last week because we did one extra. This is our 13th game. Here's a three-ball. Johnson, he's feeling it. That one won't go. And
that was
Kellum,
a heat check, and Big Kellum making
Kellum
his presence.
claws high for the rebound as we come up on the halfway point of this first half.
And way to run the floor. If you saw Roman Kellum, didn't get rewarded with that, but when your bigs run the floor, good things can happen, Mayor.
Here's Moore on the drive. Gets into the lane, puts up the shot. It won't go. And coming out of there with it are the Red Storm. They'll push it up. Three ball on its way in front of us. It's too strong. As that three ball was put up by Copas, they battle for the rebound, and it's loose. What do we got? A jump ball, and that'll give the ball to the Golden Bears of Tech. As getting ready to check back into the game will be McLeod, the team's leading scorer for Rio Grande. Watch the replay right there, coming right at you.
And McLeod checking back in, as you said, the leading scorer coming in with 17 points a night, and he has 4 early on in this first half.
Each team have dropped their last 2 games. So team trying to get off the snide is Liam Craven will dive up at 3, and that's way off.
That kind of
that's his
hand
shot.
funny.
Yeah,
that's his shot. But
as Wright got the rebound. Tech women will be back in action on Thursday, not the men, just the women on Thursday, and then both back in action on Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon. We'll tell you more about that as our broadcast goes on. 10 to shoot. And the 3 is good. And I'll tell you, Johnson, what a first half he's having, Eric.
Yeah, came in averaging 11. That's his 12th point.
Here's Chapman with it. Around the horn they go. Moore shaking and baking. 15 to shoot.
And Moore hasn't been able to get going.
You got to get something going now, Eric. 10 to shoot. Here's Chapman.
Yeah, this little great hedge right there. Rio.
Chapman into the lane. Got to get a shot up. 5 to shoot. That was really good defense that time by Rio Grande.
Great half-court sequence on defense. And this right here before this under 8 stoppage, I think Tech needs to get a stop here.
Yeah, here's McLeod with it. He looks at the clock, 18 to shoot, got plenty of time.
You got to run something to the hot hand, don't you, Maris?
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for. As soon as you said that, Eric Johnson popped out. He's got it now, shaking and baking. And he said, Eric, I'm the guy, but he missed that one as Kellum clears the rebound. Here comes Moore. Moore attacks the basket, finds Craven in the corner. Liam Craven, that's way off. And normally, like I said, a very good three-point shooter, but the last 2,
misses.
Liam Craven has really not been close.
Yeah, but guess what Liam's going to do? Shooters keep shooting, man.
That's what you do. Shooters shoot, right?
That's right.
Shooter shoot, score, score. And there's a foul by Chapman right in front of us. That was 15 on the clock. That'll reset the clock, I believe. Yes, it will, to 20.
Only the second team foul.
Well, we only had 5 fouls between the 2 teams.
Between the two.
As Tackett will check back into the ball game. Jackson Tackett. And also coming into the lineup for Rio Grande will be Jalen Fox. He'll check back in. Johnson will put it in play. And also into the ball game will be Wolford. Benton Wolford II will check in. And I think he's a new addition to Tech's team here in the second semester. All right, 15 to shoot. McLeod to set a screen. And we got a turnover, travel. And they got the ball over to Wright, and Wright was wrong that time.
Yeah, that was a much needed, unfortunate turnover for Rio Grande, but a much needed one for Tech, as you know they've been stuck on 19.
Yeah, and the fact they've been stuck on 19, they're only just 4 points behind. So here's Chapman with it. They run a little weave.
And you can see that they're paying big-time attention to
that three
Brandon
is
Moore.
way off.
I think that was going.
It was going. It was well, but Tech got the rebound. It didn't hit the rim. 5 to shoot. They're going to have to get a shot up. Do they know it? Into Tackett. And Tackett, he got free, but they fouled him on the pass.
And that's by Copus. And I think that's a good foul
because
mouse in the house, right? He had him pinned, and that was going to be an easy deuce.
So Trey Robertson checks back into the lineup. Robertson came in averaging 15, the second leading scorer. So 20 to shoot, coming up on the 7-minute mark of the first half. Trying to run a screen here. Now they get the ball to Tackett on the baseline.
And they let him go to work.
Yeah.
Got to get some space.
Tackett backing his man up. Here's a three ball. Back iron no good. That three put up by Goings, but an offensive rebound. Tackett down low to Moore, and Moore able to score.
Tackett did it all on that play. Got what would have been the first assist, the open look to Goings, and then got the rebound and assisted a great assist to Brandon Moore.
They go down to Wright in the low post. Wright trying to go back at you. Nice little jump hook in the lane, and he couldn't get it to go.
Good elevation, just missed the easy one.
Tech with an opportunity to tie, or they can regain the lead if they can hit a three. Chapman around the screen. Now to Tackett in the post. Double team comes. Tackett to the baseline. The shot a little off, and here comes the Red Storm.
That's a tough look, falling away, fading away from the basket there.
Coming up on the 6-minute mark of the half. Here's Robertson. McLeod. And we got a whistle and a turnover.
Yeah, great defense that time. Good defensive sequence.
As Trayton Woods will check back in for Tech. Chapman will have a seat. So Tech with an opportunity here to tie the game, or with the three, perhaps regain the lead. As it'll be Moore to bring it up. Moore around the screen. Moore trying to get to the basket. They double team him. Tackett's wide open. Dials up a three from straight away. It won't go. He had a good look. And the rebound is cleared by Johnson. And here is Trey Robertson with it. Robertson around the screen. Robertson into the lane. Spins. Good looking shot. Will it get the roll? It won't. And Tackett with the rebound for Tech.
And Tackett is doing work on the glass. Really assisting and playing really good for Tech in the post.
Here's a shot just inside the three-point line. That's a wild shot by Wolford, and it won't go. And back the other way come the Red Storm. Here's a deep three straight away. Good by Robertson right down the chute. And that'll get us to a timeout with 5:02 remaining in the half. It's a 5-point advantage, 26-21 the lead for Rio Grande. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window World of Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. They have a 24-lane bowling center with a full-service restaurant. You can bring your family, join the league, or you can book your next birthday party there. You can dial them up at 304-253-7328. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal Division located in Sophia, West Virginia, and they're built on foundation of safety and innovation and teamwork. Infinity Coal Division, from the coal seam to the steel beam, that's Infinity Coal. All right, out of the timeout, Eric. 5:02 left in the half. What's been a very entertaining first half. Tech will have the ball as we take a look at shooting. And Rio Grande of 10 of 21 from the floor, Tech 8 of 26.
Yeah, and that's easy math. That's 50, almost 50% for Rio, and under 31% for Tech. And you got to be lucky if you're Tech to only be down 5 the way Rio's shooting.
10 to shooting right into the lane. Moore scored. I thought he got away with an extra step, but nevertheless able to score and get that bucket out of the timeout as we approach 4.5 remaining here in the first half. It's been a very entertaining game. Glad you're with us on Video Productions. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas.
And Maris, another team stat that I can look at point to is Rio's shooting 5 of 10 from three-point range.
Here's McLeod. 15-footer from the elbow, and he knocks it down. He's got a good-looking stroke.
I was going to say, silky smooth.
That equals the largest lead at 5 as we come down to the 4-minute mark of the first half. Tackett with it, 18 to shoot. Here's Moore. Shaking and baking, trying to get free. Now Tackett with great post position. Turn around off. Thought he was going to bank that in, and he tried to shoot it straight in, Eric, and the ball pops out on him.
Tough look. Got to use the glass there. Yeah. That's an easy two.
But he had great low post position. He cleared his mouth, like you say, mouse in the house,
mouse
right?
in the house when you got him pinned like that. That's
Robertson
sure.
around the screen. Robertson leans in, puts the shot up, and scores. Biggest lead of the game right here at 7 for the Red Storm. And here's Brandon Moore with it. Moore to the baseline, and we're going to have a foul. And I think it'll have a foul on Rio. They'll call the foul
on Robertson.
Will it be Robertson?
On the hold, on the grab.
We watch the replay here. Let's see what it was.
Oh, he was preventing him from, okay.
Yes, he was trying to set a pick and said, not on my watch.
Once again, the refs get it right.
20 to shoot. Ball comes out high.
The officials.
And they always get it right, Eric,
yes,
don't they?
They do. You know why? Because if they called it, it's the right
call. That's right. Here's a baseline drive, scoop shot up and in. That's a nice play that time by Goins.
That degree of difficulty on that one was, but a much-needed basket. And that gives Goins 10 for the half.
Yeah, like I said, Goins has capabilities of being over a 20-point scorer, even though he averages 14. Beautiful pass inside, and the layup won't go, but there's a foul. That was a nice shovel pass, and Eli Roberts caught it about 3 feet from the basket, but he couldn't finish. But he'll draw the foul and get to the line as we watch the replay here. Look at this little pass right there, and that's a good foul because you can't undercut him like that.
Yep. And that was going to be on Woods. J.K. Woods picks up his second.
And the free throw is good as Roberts gets into the score book with that. As Liam Craven will check back in. As we said about Craven, even though he missed those first looks and missed them kind of bad, shooters shoot, and that's what you got him on the floor for.
You have the short-term memory if you're a shooter.
And both free throws are made by Eli Roberts, and this will extend the lead back to 7, which equals the largest lead of the game. 2.5 remaining at halftime. Here's Moore with it. Moore around the screen. Whips the pass Goins.
Great skip pass.
Goins on a drive. Loses the ball as he went up, and it's a turnover. And that's what I thought. I thought he just lost the ball as he attacked the basket.
Exactly right. When he went up, and we can see it here on the replay on the drive.
Yeah, but he just loses it. And that's, as I'm calling the play, looking at it in real time live, without the replay.
You're right on it.
Yeah. So here's a Rio Grande with a chance to add to their lead. And they throw the ball up for a lob, and they're going to have a foul. And And a foul that is on Goings. So getting to the free throw line will be Jalen Fox.
Sorry about that part.
That's all right. That play kind of choked you up a little bit, didn't it? And the officials having a little conversation.
Well, I could say this to Goings, Mr. Goings. You react on one end, you're not going to get. Sometimes, you might not get the benefit of the doubt at the other.
Well, we got a minute. I want to tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Pasquale's. Pasquale's Italian Restaurant. They have your favorite Italian dishes plus sandwiches, salads, and seafood. And they have a catering as well. And you can book your next event at 304-255-5253. We have the officials coming over, Eric, to take a look at the replay.
They're going to take a look at the shot clock.
Well, the shot clock or maybe whether that's a was that a pass or a shot, whether that's going to be a two-shot opportunity. So I think they're going to look at a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and, man, this has been a tremendous first half. Tech hasn't shot the ball well, but their intensity in this Rio Grande really looking to try to put them extend this lead here in the final 2:06 of the half.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Rio Grande entered the ball game 7-9, losers of 2 in a row, 2-2 in league play. Tech is 4-10. They're 1-3 in league play. They've also lost 2 in a row. So after tonight, we'll be back here Saturday afternoon, Eric, you and I, and it'll be Indiana University Southeast will take on Tech. That game will tip at 1. The women's game will tip at 11 a.m. Actually, a big day here in this building.
Yeah, looking forward to it, man.
It'll be Tech women at 11 a.m., Tech men at 1. And then we won't broadcast the JV games of Beckley and Graham. It'll be a JV girls game, JV boys game, and then we'll have the girls and boys varsities up. 3 ball is good by Robertson. And now this is the biggest lead, this double-digit lead, a 10-point advantage. And if you're Tech, Eric, you got to think, you got to close this final 150 out strong.
Yeah, you got to close it out strong. Hot shooting by this Rio team on the road. They really brought the game traveled south here to Beckley.
Yeah, about a 2.5 hour trip from Rio Grande. Down low, spinning with 5 on the shot clock, up and in by Moore.
Yeah, easy drive, really. We pass through there a lot as we go see our son, my wife, that lives in Columbus.
Yeah.
We go that back way, what we consider the back way, and Bob Evans Farm and all that way. Beautiful country.
Here's McLeod. What do we got? We got a whistle. We're going to have a Tech foul.
I think it's going to be the same call. I think the Tech player, I think who they call that on Craven?
No, Woods.
On Woods. I think he was trying to impede the pick from the Red
the ball screen there. Chapman will check back in. New clock, 20 to shoot. Robertson with the ball now. The team's leading score at 15 a game. Here's McLeod with it. Around the screen is Robertson trying to get to the lane. Johnson for 3, in and out, and Chapman clears the rebound under a minute here in the first half. Here's Tackett with it.
Another big possession.
Hard drive to the basket, lays it up and in. That's a nice play by Goings, able to finish. Boy, Goings looked like that he put it into another gear as he attacked the rim. Right down the lane with the left hands, too strong, tip for the rebound. That was put up by Robertson, but able to keep the possession. And a new clock, and there's a foul. And that'll be free throw time as that'll get Fox to the free throw line for the Red Storm.
Yeah, it was on the shot. And just case in point, if we can see the scramble right here, you have to get that 50-50 ball.
Loose ball, yeah.
Or it leads to, a two-shot opportunity at the free throw line to extend the lead.
Yeah, Chapman commits the foul. The free throw's no good. And I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Eric, that's the first miss of the night from the free throw line for the Red Storm,
You are correct.
Yep. So Fox misses the first one. He will now get the back end of the two-shot opportunity. Final 35 seconds left in the half. What's been a very good, entertaining game. And Fox, second free throw is good.
Excuse me, Maris. Fox came in averaging 11 a game as well, and that's his first points of the
So there's 5 seconds, Eric, between the shot clock and actually 4 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And I think if you're Tech, you probably want to, unless you get a really quick layup, wouldn't you think you may want to run this down so you don't give the Red Storm an opportunity to get the final shot.
If you get something, take the best shot available. If you get a layup, backdoor cut or something like that, take it. But I can see him holding for one. And
it looks like that's what they're going to do. Biggest lead was 10. The lead's 7 now.
I'd say tack it. Somebody's going to come set a high ball screen.
They got 12 to shoot. Here's Moore with it. We got a whistle, and that's a foul. That's only the 16th foul. Each team was 16 fouls, so that's not a shooting foul. It's not a bad foul because you make take the ball out. What it does mean is that if Tech does hold it for the final shot, if you're at Rio Grande, you will not get the final shot of the half.
That was whistled on McLeod, and that will be only, like you said, the team's 6th foul. Both teams Tech's in the bonus. No, 6. Actually, it's 6
Well, it had
6.
6, and then I saw they put 7 up there. I think they put the foul on the wrong side.
Yeah.
And they got it corrected. All right.
Had me second-guessing myself.
Yeah, last shot time. Here's Moore with it. Runs the clock down.
Need to go now
Yep.
at 8.
Moore's got to go. Waits for a high ball screen. Moore shaking and baking, tacks the rim. Tough shot off the glass. It won't go. Tipped up by Tackett, and Tackett will draw the foul with .4 and get to the line to shoot a pair.
And that's tough for Coach Ryan Arrowwood to swallow. No need to foul on that. He would have had to shoot it over the backboard.
Yeah,
to
look
make
at that.
it.
As we watch the replay, if he'd have made that, he'd be like Houdini, wouldn't he?
He would have had to shoot it over the backboard.
So Tackett will get to the line with .4 left in the half and try to get Tech a little closer before they head into the locker room. And the first free throw is no good.
Tech 1 of 3 from the free throw line.
Second free throw is no good. He missed them both, and that's how the half will end. So the Red Storm will take a 7-point lead to the locker room with them at the break. It is Rio Grande, the Red Storm. They lead the Golden Bears of WU Tech, 36-29. We'll take a break. We'll come back and get you ready for the Direct Choice halftime show, and we'll do that on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
Merry Christmas, 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 Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas from Fayette Clinic.
Merry Christmas, 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 Merry Christmas.
From our Access Health family to yours, Merry Christmas.
And we welcome you back to the Direct Choice Halftime Show with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. We got a good one at the break. Rio Grande, the Red Storm, they lead the Golden Bears of WU Tech 36-29. We're going to go inside the numbers, and inside the numbers are brought to you by Direct Choice. Direct Choice is a pre-owned lot located at 4631 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley. They have West Virginia's best selection and prices on pre-owned vehicles, and they are a proud supporter of local sports and local student athletes. Also inside the numbers brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. You can dial up Lori at Market Road in Beckley, 304-252-8646. For the numbers of the first half, here's Eric.
Okay, man, balance, real good balance for Rio Grande, Maris, as they were led in scoring by Jalen Johnson, man. Got off to a hot start. hit 3 threes, was perfect at the 1-for-1 at the free throw line with 12 points. And Trey Robertson with 8, knocked down 2 threes as well. DeLon McLeod had 6, a silky smooth left-hander doing work for the Red Storm. Yeah, 3 players with 2 points. James Wright, let's see, your boy Kuba Sinchizin.
How you like that?
I like that. With
Say
2.
that fast, like 3 straight times,
Eli
right?
Roberts with 2, and Jalen Fox with 1 to round out the 36 points for the Red Storm. The WVU Tech Golden Bears they were led by Ian Goings with 12, Brandon Moore with 9, Trayton Woods with 3, Jay Kyron Woods with 3, and Roman Kellum with 2 points for the Storm.
For Golden Bears. Yeah. Well, Eric, we take a look at some of these team totals, and you can see by looking at this sheet of how well Rio Grande shot it in the first half. I can do this math in my head. They were 50% from the floor. They were 13 of 26, and they were also 50% from downtown, 6 of 12, 4 or 5 at the free throw line. So they were 50% from the floor overall, 50% downtown, and 80% at the line, and that's pretty darn good shooting, isn't it?
I like those 80s and those 50s. That gives you a win when you can, especially on the road, you can come and shoot that well.
For Tech, they didn't shoot it as well. They were 12 of 32 from the floor, 4 of 14 downtown, 1 of 4 at the line. At the break, it's a 7-point lead by Rio Grande. They led by as many as 10 in the first half, and like I said, they lead 36-29. We'll take another halftime break as you're watching live streaming coverage of West Virginia University Tech basketball here on Video Productions.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Mid-State Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Mid-State Ford, home of the Big John deals.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. A Little General Store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store. Fuel your adventure. West Virginia.
Are you ready to turn your passion into a career? At New River Community and Technical College, we've got the programs to get you there. Dive into our food service and event management program. Learn skills from kitchen basics to business budgeting and become seasoned for success. Or, if the great outdoors is calling, answer it with our outdoor recreation program. Receive hands-on training that readies you to lead, inspire, and explore. Whatever you're passionate about, we have a path for you. Visit newriver.edu today. Start here. Go anywhere.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
There go Frankie here.
Who?
Shelton.
Before you hit the
I seen him
Hatfield
down
McCoy
there.
Trail,
I'll be having lunch with him
fuel up
tomorrow.
the way West
Maybe.
Virginia Street.
Yeah, I got a
Little
doctor's
General.
appointment at 9:45 tomorrow.
From
They're
trail
going to
snacks to cold
do
drinks,
alphabet
if you
soup
wanna
on me.
keep
They're
it
going to
going.
put
We've got everything you need.
KG, all that GK, KG.
Echocardiogram.
That.
Rooted in West Virginia.
Yeah,
built for that.
EKG. Fred said,
That's just to see how much
Little
rhythm
General.
your heart
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
West Virginia.
Doc checked on me today, was scary. So I said, I'm feeling good. Said, I ain't feeling no lightheaded. I ain't gone back to pickleball or nothing like that yet. But it's good. You know, I enjoyed last week, but it's good not to have as many games this week as we did last week.
Regina said she said that one night. It was that one long, boring game. She said,
we were
she
struggling.
said both of y'all sounded like tired, like
We
y'all
were.
was over it.
I think it was Friday.
I said, Reg, that game, it was.
We
that
had to
one,
be pulled across
we
the
was
finish
like,
line.
oh, man. We rebounded Saturday, gave them two good games, didn't we?
Yep. And that second girls game was way better than that first
I was
girls
glad
game.
to call it.
Me
I was
too.
glad
I'm
we called
glad
it.
we did. It worked out.
But I just hate that they try to say they ain't act like they do.
Well, everybody knows it. Who knows what they didn't know. And I think he did, but it's neither here nor there. I told him it's all good. He sent another apology. He said, you ain't got to apologize, Bill. Eric and I got it covered. No biggie. We got it. And you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's done. You know, it's
Yeah,
yeah. I
but
mean,
it's
you know,
he knocking them down now. He said he had to go work on his shot.
Yeah, because ain't nobody guarding.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the
Anybody make it when ain't nobody in front of you, right?
To me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of
I
the
see Doc
fillet.
Hollahead
It's
there on the
tasty,
front row.
It's warm. It's total satisfaction.
I've seen him today at Rotary.
Yep, he
Hi,
goes.
this is Tanya,
That's how
and what
he
makes
was at.
the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We gave a future driver a first look and asked what he thinks makes a good truck. These trucks aren't just for today's drivers, they're for future ones too.
There's a compartment here, great leather seats, a bunch of charging ports, has everything pretty much.
Now it's your turn.
Since I'm too young to do business in the front, I have to do party in the back.
Come to Midstate Ford and drive off in a new truck, cool enough to earn backseat approval. Midstate Ford, home of the Big John deals.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window Rhoda Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drives through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia, and Pepsi is a proud sponsor of all the sports in the great state of West Virginia. Enjoy a nice ice-cold Pepsi, a Diet Pepsi, or a Pepsi Zero. Also, the game tonight brought to you by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. The only number you need to know is if you need plumbing or heating done, you call 304-253-HELP for Modley's. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Love me some Cracker Barrel. If you want a home-cooked meal, you can check out the fine folks at Cracker Barrel. And if you want to check out what's going on with the menu, you can go to crackerbarrel.com for all the details. Well, Eric, what do you think we'll see in the second half? Or better yet, maybe the question should be, what should Tech do to get back in the ball game?
Well,
they were down by as many as 10. They trail by 7 now.
Hey, simple thing for Tech. Make some more shots. They have to make some more shots, but they have to get better half-court defense, because I think Rio Grande is really getting to their spots and really getting the offense easy for them.
Yeah, for those who didn't hear when we went inside the numbers, Rio Grande, they shot 50% overall in that first half, and they shot 50% from downtown and 80% from the line. Those percentages are way too high, and you're right, Eric. If Tech's going to win the game, they got to play better half-court defense.
Better half-court defense. Wasn't a lot of transition points.
Right, it was all in the half-court.
It's all in the half-court, and they ran. Their offense was run way too smoothly.
All right, what else is coming up this week on Video Productions? The women's team of Tech, they lost to Rio Grande, and they lost in a big way. They got beat 107-65 here. Of course, Rio Grande is really good. They've only lost one game on the women's side, and they beat up on the Tech women. But the Tech women will have a game here Thursday. It'll be women only. There will be no men's game on Thursday. Thursday night, it'll be Alice Lloyd taking on the women of WU Tech. That game will tip at 5 o'clock. I know the schedule says 5:30, but I'm told the game will tip at 5 o'clock on Thursday. It'll air at 4:30 and tip at 5. Bill O'Brien and Mark Montgomery will have that. Then on Friday, Eric, you and I back to high school basketball. We'll be at Shady. It'll be Princeton and Shady. That game will tip at 7 o'clock, or Shady with a couple of big wins in the New River event last week, beating Westside and beating Nitro.
Yeah, no team in this area is hot as the Shady Tigers. You know, they had some early season lumps, but you and I have watched them. We've covered them, and I think they're coming together at the right time. Their body of work is not finished, but I look for them to make a run at that state championship.
Then Saturday morning, afternoon, and evening, a full day of basketball. We'll get you started 11 a.m. tip, and that'll be the women's game of Tech. They'll take on Indiana University Southeast. Eric, you and I will have the men's game at 1 o'clock. Then later that night, and right around 6 o'clock, it'll be high school girls basketball. It'll be Graham against Beckley, and then boys will have the nightcap. So it'll be a fun full day of basketball. And in between the men's Tech game and the girls game between Beckley and Graham, there'll be JV games. Now, we won't broadcast the JV games, but just saying it's a full day of basketball.
Full day of basketball. And, you know, if you're in the area, bring your phone, watch us and the Bill O'Brien, that crew, and
you and I.
And support local sports.
Yeah, so Bill O'Brien and Mark Montgomery will have the women's game at 11, then the Beckley girls game against Graham, and Eric, you and I will have the Tech game at 1 o'clock, and then we'll have the Beckley boys game with Graham. By the way, Beckley boys playing on the road tonight and having some good success thus far.
Yeah.
The last report you got.
Yeah, into the third, starting the fourth. Beckley was up 52-31.
And they're playing Oak Hill, a team that they beat right before Christmas, a game you and I had here on Video Productions. All right, ready to start the second half, and Rio Grande will have the possession. They lead by 7. They led by as many as 10. The biggest lead was 35-25 in that first half. And looks like all the same people on both teams, Eric, that started the game will also start the second half. So here's Robinson. They get the ball down low to McLeod. The ball is tipped away. Ball is knocked free, and it'll stay with Rio Grande with 15 to shoot.
Yeah, good starting out. Some good defensive sequence there. Not able to complete the steal, but ate up some shot clock.
Robinson around the screen, a lob for Fox. He's catch it, puts up the shot. It won't go. And the big fella there, Sinchinzin with the putback.
His fourth point.
So here's Tech's first opportunity on the offensive end of the floor. And a slam dunk on a beautiful play, a lob, as Jakarian Woods goes above the rim and he catches it and throws it down.
Yeah, pretty much both teams ran that backdoor cut with the lob. Rio had to clean up the miss with a stick back, but Tech able to get the flush.
McLeod, dribble drive into the lane. Little pull up, it won't go. Tip for the rebound, and it'll stay with Rio Grande. A new clock down low. Johnson. And he'll draw the foul. It looked like a bunch of bees around honey when Johnson got the ball in the paint. They swarmed all over him, and the foul's committed.
I don't know if that was whistled on Goings.
Let's see. I think you're correct.
Yes.
It is Goings, and that will be his second.
His second.
Yep.
His team's first.
As Kellen will check in for Tackett. 20 to shoot. As here is Robinson with it. Robinson had a good first half. Johnson, who shot it real well, that's an air ball. You can see the minute he left his hand, that ball wasn't going in.
So think about it. As good as he shot the ball that first half, that wasn't even close to the basket.
And he put his hand up. He knew right away. You could tell.
He said, my bad, my hand let me down.
Well, you could tell. Here's a steal by Fox, and that time, Fox, a windmill slam dunk. And, boy, you hate that if you're Tech. You just got to stop, and then you throw it away, and you give up a uncontested slam dunk.
Yeah, and that infuses energy. Look at the bench from Rio Grande.
Yeah, both teams desperate for a win. Both of these teams coming here on a 2-game losing streak. You know, Tech 6 games under 500. Rio Grande is 2 games under 500. 8 to shoot. Tech's got to go quick. Down to 5 to shoot. You have to get up a shot. Oh, and a jump ball, and that'll keep it with Tech. That's a break.
Yeah, shot clock
violation.
Shot
clock violation.
Now,
originally, they'd called it a jump ball, but now they'll say that the clock expired before the jump ball. Now they're going to get together. But that's a huge break for Tech. They might have to review it. They are. Watch it right here, Eric. They're going to review this. This is a big call. So here's the situation, though. If it is a held ball, Tech will keep the possession.
But with like 1 point, like a
well, no, they'd get a full full shot clock.
Well, I actually think it was a jump ball before the shot clock went out.
If that's the case, Tech will get the full 30 on the clock.
Yeah, because if you think about this, it was a second and a half tick before that went off, and when he released, went up in the shooting motion and was tied up, I think it was a jump ball.
Well, that was the original call. They're going to come and look at it to make sure.
I think they're just trying to reinforce what they first called.
Right.
I'm thinking it was a jump ball.
Right, and, not that we matter, but you and I both are giving the thumbs up that it should have been a jump ball. Yeah. This is not you or I looking through the gold and blue glasses of Tech because, we call all kinds of games, and we call it right down the middle.
But it was bang, bang, but I thought it was before.
I would agree with that,
was before the shot clock violation.
Yes, and the play happened
Which
right here.
Which bailed them out.
Well, yeah, the play happened in front of X. They bailed them out because,
Thing is, are you going to be able to get a view with the shot clock?
Well, but I think what's what you said, because the original call was a jump ball, and I think that was the case because that happened before the shot clock expired. So if that is the case, it'll be Tech's ball, and they'll get a brand new possession out of it as they're looking at it. And they're going to come over here and look at our screen as we watch the play. That way you can see the clock. But I do think the original call was jump ball, and I think that is the correct call as the officials take a look at it. I think there's a second left on the clock.
It looked like it was at 1.
So I think, So I think the officials were guided a little bit by us. Now they're going to
through the net. We could kind of see it.
But,
because the backboard didn't even like it.
Right. Rio Grande thought that, they got the stop or the shot clock violation. So there is 1 second on the shot clock. You
As
are
we
correct.
stated.
Yes. Well, I thought it would go back to 30 because 30's on the clock now.
Well, I think because of the jump ball situation, you retain possession. Well, no, you get a full 30.
Well, no, they're going to change it. He said 1 second. That's what the official just told me. That's what they're doing.
No, he said that as he said, they're going to. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, they're going to take the clock down to 1 second. But I thought because he had a jump ball, that stopped the possession to get a second possession, so the clock should change. No, they put it at 1, and that's where it is. So you got to get it in quick.
So your best at the rim.
Yeah.
I think you're going to throw it towards the rim.
Better get it in. And the shot's up. And it goes. A 3-ball is good by Goings as the shot clock expires. What a huge play for Tech. My goodness.
15 for Goings. What a big shot.
Robertson trying to get to the rim, and he'll draw the foul. But, what a big play by Tech. And, Eric, should Tech come back and win this game, that's going to be one of the biggest plays as we watch this last play.
And it's a true catch and shoot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And nothing but right down the
chute.
Like you said.
Yeah. Like right down the chute.
Here's Robinson down the lane. Shazinski goes up, and he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
That's going to be whistled on Kellum. Roman Kellum, that'll be his first.
Kuba Sinchins will get to the free throw line to shoot 2 as Tackett, I thought for a minute, was going to check back into the game. And he walked up. Now he'll sit back down.
So three fouls to 0 to start the half. And the big fella steps to the free throw line.
And the first free throw is no good. Kuba Sinchinzen. Second free throw on its way, and he missed them both.
Ended up being a great foul.
Yep, as Kyron Woods clears the rebound for Tech. Here's Moore shaking and baking. Tacks the basket, and he fell down, but there's a reason he fell down because he was fouled.
Going to get Jalen Johnson on the push.
On the shove.
on the shove.
Game's starting to get a little bit more physical now, Eric.
Hey, both teams, this is a much-needed win for both teams.
Yeah, they got like two dogs fighting for one bone as we've got, 2.5 minutes into the second half. Tech was down by as many as 10 in the first half. They trailed by 7 at the break and down 6 now with a chance to cut into the lead. Ball's tipped over here to Woods. Woods has it, 9 to shoot. They've got to go, Tech. 5 to shoot. Nice drive to the basket, and it's swatted out of bounds. And Tech will have the same situation, Eric. 1 second to shoot.
See if they can,
repeat it.
This magic.
Yes, 1 second to shoot.
You know, Coach Corey Akert saying, draw up the same play that we just did.
More to inbound. They get the ball down low. It's knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a shot clock violation. And that time, not as successful for the Golden Bears.
Well defended by the Red Storm.
Rio Grande 7-9 overall, 2-2 in league play. Tech is 4-10 overall, 1-3 in league play. They take the top 4 on each side that will qualify us for postseason play. That's why this is such a huge game. These two teams will play again in February at Rio Grande, and there's a foul, and that'll go against Brandon Moore for Tech.
On the hold, that'll be his first, but the fouls are starting to mount for Tech. At the 16:57 mark, they already have 4 fouls. They only had 6 fouls in the first half.
Yeah, here's Robinson with it. Spins, gets into the lane, puts the shot up. It's swatted, but he's able to get it back. 10 to shoot. He'll back up, try a 3, and knock it down. He said that was too close.
Hey, that's demoralizing, right? You play what you think is great defense.
And a step-back 3 right in the eye of the defender and down the chute. Here's Goings, pulls up, knocks it down. The mid-range shot is good.
17 for Goings as he's got it going in the second half.
He came in averaging 14. Like I said, even though he's averaging 14, Harry, I believe he's capable of getting 20 points against anybody any night.
Oh, he definitely
Here's McLeod in the low post. McLeod on the baseline, 15 to shoot.
This is a good matchup of 2 strong
backing him down. Little floater into the lane. We saw McLeod do a lot of that actually in the first half. And able to get a little bucket right there. 4 minutes into the second half.
Well, if you're Tech, you can't keep trading buckets.
Kellum checked into the game. Woods will dial it up for a 3. Got a good look and rattles it in.
Yeah, I saw him working on that shot at halftime.
Now, you said, he was making all of them. I said, because nobody was guarding him. Well, nobody was guarding him on that one, and he knocked it down. Robinson waits for the high ball screen. Goes around it, 18 to shoot. Johnson had the first hot hand in the first half, not so hot in the second half. So McLeod misses that, and Kellum clears the rebound. Tech on the move. Woods attacks the basket, goes in, attacks the rim, and lays it up and in.
Well, he has a burst when he turns the corner.
Jakyron Woods lays it up and in, and Tech now within 4.
7 for him.
Tech has trailed by as many as 10. This is as close as they've been since early in the first half. Fox in the low post. 15 to shoot. Fox spins to the baseline. They cut him off. He lost the ball. Now we're down to 10 to shoot. Robinson knows the clock. Spot up 3 on its way. Tough shot. He left it short. And Goings clears the rebound for the Golden Bears. Here's Goings with it. Kellum, they knocked the ball out of his hands, and there's a foul.
And that's going to be whistled on Johnson, Jalen Johnson. That'll be his second.
And we have a timeout on the floor, 14:39 remaining here in the second half. 4-point game. Rio Grande leads 45-41. A full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. A little general store. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hill. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Store, fuel your adventure. West Virginia.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. If you're in the market to sell or buy your home, you want to contact the professionals at Exit Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond, the broker, Steve Morgan, the associate broker. Check them out on the website at exitelevationwv.com. Out of the timeout, Tech has it, and the shooting's kind of evened out a little bit, Eric, as it's Tech 17 of 38 from the floor. Rio Grande 17 of 36 from the floor, as that three won't go, and Kellum with the finish and a foul.
Chance for an and one. What a big bucket as the big fella climbed the ladder on the putback.
Yeah. Liam Craven, as we watch the replay, as Craven will miss the three, and Kellum a flush in the foul.
Eli Roberts was whistled for the foul. That's his second, team's third.
So they didn't get the three ball from Craven, but they're trying to get the three-point play here by Kellum and get Tech within one. And the free throw is good. So Tech has come back from being down 10 in the first half to being down 1 now.
And they've done it with defense on the defensive end.
And I'm not sure what we got. We got an issue with the clock. Clock went out on our end.
Yeah, I think that slam dunk might have did us a number on that on the clock.
As you know, Eric, over the last 2 years since they put in
trouble with this one.
They put in the new scoreboard and the new shot clock. We've had issues, but apparently they've got it situated. There's 14:29 left here in the second half, and apparently
that clock is sensitive on this side.
Yeah, sensitive. As they've got it fixed, at least we think they do. While we got a minute, we'll tell you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Edward Jones. If you want to change your job, or whether you're retiring, or like I said, you're going to change your job and you want to know about your retirement or account options, you can check out the fine people from Edward Jones: Heather Cantley, Tracy Howe, Brooke Dempsey, or Ben Worley. All right, back to that action. 1 point lead for Rio Grande, and they'll bring the ball up. And here's McLeod, and they'll give the ball over to Robertson. Right in there now. But the guy's kind of disappeared is Johnson, Eric, in the second half. He was on fire in the first half. He's got it now.
Yeah, and I think that bad miss, we'll see if he has a short-term memory.
And he does down the lane. A foul away. It's short with 8 to shoot. And coming out of there with it is Tech. A chance to grab a lead they haven't had since early in the first half, and they turn it over. Numbers. Johnson to the rim. Throws up a wild shot. It won't go. McLeod. A lot of contact. No whistle. Hits the side of the backboard. Here comes Tech. Goings all the way. Scoop up. It won't go. He'll draw the foul and get to the line. And he and Goings will shoot a pair and try to give Tech their first lead, Eric. You have to go way back since it was 14-12 was the last lead that Tech had, and they have an opportunity to grab the lead here with 13:44 left here in the second half.
And that one's going to be on Jalen Johnson.
Goins ready. First free throw. Left-hander on its way, and it's good and even.
And Goins in the open court, he just has another gear.
Yeah, when he got past midcourt, he made up his mind he was going all the way to the basket, wasn't he?
Straight line drive.
Second free throw is good, and this is the first lead for Tech since way back in the first half when it was 14-12. So Tech was down as many as 10 in that first half. They were down 7 at the break, and they've come back to take a 1-point lead.
And it seems right now defensively, this 5 that they have on the floor is really put the pressure on the Red Storm.
And that's what we talked about at halftime was the key for Tech in the second half as Wright spins. Good defense. McLeod with 8 to shoot. McLeod on the baseline, trying to muscle it up. In traffic, up and under, and it's good. Nice play by McLeod, and the Red Storm regained the lead.
And that gets McLeod into the double figures, Maris, with 10.
McLeod entered the ball game as the team leading scorer at 17. As Eric told you, he's got 10 now. Here's Chapman with it, coming up on the 13-minute mark of the second half. Liam Craven, pass out to Woods, 14 to shoot. Woods off the dribble into the lane. 8 to shoot for Chapman. Chapman attacks the basket. They double team him. Kellum's going to have to put it up. 3 on the clock. Gets to the rim. He missed the short shot right at the front of the rim, Eric.
Well, right there. Great dribble penetration, just not able to finish.
Robinson around the screen. Spins into the lane. Robinson for 3 straight away. Good with Chapman all over him. Robinson drains a 3.
4th 3 of the evening for Roberts.
And we got a timeout on the floor with 12:26 remaining here in the second half, and a 4-point lead for Rio Grande at 50-46. It's a 30-second timeout, so while we got a minute, tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Hart's Cabinets. Hart's Cabinets located in MacArthur, West Virginia, and they have quality custom cabinets. You can dial them up at 304-252-2917. They've been around since 1974. Also, the game tonight brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Leisure Lanes has a 24-lane bowling center with a full-service restaurant. Bring your family, join the league, or book your next birthday party there. You can call them at 304-253-7328. Well, Eric, this has been a very exciting, entertaining game. 12:26 left of the second half, 4-point lead for the Red Storm of Rio Grande.
If you're a WVU Tech, you have to be pleased that you've battled back. But on the flip side, you have to be pleased if you're the Red Storm from Rio Grande, because no lead's really safe on the road, and you've been able to answer again and again and again with big shots as Tech closed the lead and took the lead, and now you're back up 4.
Well, Eric, right now up to this point, you take a look, both teams have attempted 41 shots. How close this game has been. Rio Grande has made 19 of 41 from the floor. Tech has made 18 of 41 from the floor. From downtown, they've both taken 17 threes. How about that? 8 of 17 is Rio Grande. 6 of 17 is Tech. Both are 4 of 7 from the free throw line. You can't get much more even than that as far as, team totals.
And then the reason that Tech climbed back in it, we talked about the hot shooting of the first half for Rio Grande. But the story has been the hot shooting of the second half for Tech, as they're 6 of 9 from the floor and 2 of 3 from three-point range.
But the one thing, too, that got Tech back in, and we talked about at halftime, the half-court defense by Tech, and it's been much better here in the second half.
Yeah, you can't cut into a lead unless you get stops on the defensive end.
Right. So out of the timeout, Tech has it. Kellum. And they'll run a little weave here. Moore. And Moore lost the ball. The ball's turned over. Moore looked like he just couldn't get a handle on it. And the ball goes right through the legs of Johnson, right through the wickets.
Right through the wickets. You read my mind. And back-to-back turnovers.
So there'll be, over the next 12 minutes, Eric, there'll be a lot of twists and turns to see who's going to pull this one out. Like I said, both teams need the game badly. Both teams off on a 2-game losing streak.
And they're both playing like it.
Yep. Here's a 3-ball. Good. A good look for Moore. And he drains up 3 to get Tech within 1.
And that gets Brandon Moore, the team's leading scorer, into double figures with 12.
Copas into the game. He played some in the first half. Ball down in the post now to Wright. Wright trying to back the defender down. Wright up and under. Throws it back out to Copas. 12 to shoot. Into the lane. Copas spins. Gets to the rim. He's in trouble. Finds Wright. Wright, little pull-up. It's swatted. Nice defensive play that time by Woods. Here's Tech with a chance to regain the lead.
Good decision here to set up the offense. Run something to try to get this lead back if you're the Golden Bears.
Trying to run a 2-man game of ball screen. Chapman around it. Trying to post up Kellum down low. And that 3 just won't go. I tell you, the shot has been off tonight for Liam Craven. He's got some good looks there, just not able to knock him down.
All the games that we've done, this is the worst I've seen him shoot from the field.
And that's a foul against Rio Grande as the
Roberts.
Yeah, Eli Roberts will commit the foul. And Tech with the ball and a chance, like I said, to regain the lead as Craven will come out and Woods will check in.
And I think that's going to get Roberts some pine time.
And checking back in, Shazinskin. So here's Tech with an opportunity to regain the lead. Chapman around the screen. Nice ball fake. Nice drive into the lane. Dishes to Kellum. Kellum lays it up and in. And Tech's back in front.
Great unselfish play by Brandon Moore. Could have easily shot that, but gave it to wide open Kellum for 2.
Yeah, Kellum at 6'7", able to finish right there at the rim to lay that up and in. Johnson with it, 15 to shoot. McLeod shaking and baking. We've got 8 on the shot clock. 5 on the clock. Shazinskin trying to muscle his way in, going to have to put the shot up. He puts it up, and he gets bailed out right at the shot clock horn, and Shazinskin will get to the line and shoot two as Kellum will commit the foul.
And that foul was a bailout. Had to play a little physical, but Kellum will pick up his second. But this, all in all, I don't think it's a bad foul, other than it could have been a shot clock violation and send the big fella to the free throw line where he's 0 of 2.
So Kuba Shazinskin will shoot a pair for Rio Grande, and the first free throw is good. And that evens things up with 10:06 remaining here in the second half. Second free throw on its way, and that's no good. The ball's out of bounds, and it will stay with the Red Storm. So Tech unable to secure the rebound. And a tie game as we come up here right at the halfway point of this second half. Here's McLeod with it. Here's a wide open three on its way. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. It's out of bounds, and this time it'll go to Tech. As that time, Copas had a good look, and he couldn't knock it down. And we got a timeout on the floor. 9:56 remaining in the ball game, or I should say in regulation. We're even at 51, and this will be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
We asked the real experts what they think of our Chevys and GMCs, and they didn't hold back.
Come here. Come on. I like the noise of it.
They've tested the seats, the screens, and the tires as well. Now it's your turn. Northside Chevy GMC, approved by kids, loved by everyone. Chevrolet, together let's drive. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northside Chevy, where they are right.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Well, out of the timeout, Eric. We got 9:56 to go, and we're all even. So we're right now where we were when we started the game. We're all even, and let's see who can make the plays over this next 9.5 minutes and some change here.
Yeah.
Let's see if we get this W.
Down the stretch.
And we got a foul away from the ball, and the foul is going to go against Rio Grande.
Yeah, another grab on the high ball screen. And down the stretch here, as that's the 5th foul or 16th foul. And it's going to be free throw shooting and a defense.
Yeah, who's going to get stops in a
Yes.
half-court game? And you're right, 16 fouls on Rio Grande, 5 on Tech. So it's going to come down to making key free throws and getting stops in the half-court game. Because neither team's got that many runouts, with easy layups.
Nope, sure haven't.
Here's Woods, tacks the basket, leans in. Nice pass up and under, a beautiful shot and a nice pass as Goins able to finish, and Tech has regained the lead. That was a nice play. Johnson open three. He shoots for the lead. It won't go, but an offensive rebound. And there's a foul on the floor. No, an offensive foul.
The old chicken wing got him with the
Yes,
hook.
he cleared out. And that'll be the 17th foul.
And the 4th on
Copas.
Copas, yes.
But now you don't shoot on that foul, so
It's a player control.
Yeah, so it wouldn't matter. Any foul on the defensive end by Rio Grande is going to put Tech at the bonus free throw line anyways. We come up on the 9-minute mark. Chapman attacks the basket. They cut him off. They want to go to Kellum in the post. Moore Little jab step around the screen, dials up a 3. It's going to be short, and McLeod will clear the rebound. The Red Storm on the move, trying to tie, regain the lead. McLeod shoots for the lead. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. The ball is loose. McLeod able to run it down. Robertson will shoot for the lead. It won't go. And another shot at it, and back up and in. And they just shot it till they made it as Wright able to be in the right spot at the right time and able to finish. You can tell a little dead spot right here in front of us is Moore not able to complete the full dribble there.
Yeah,
Chapman with it.
And that's one thing about this floor, several, dead spots on it.
Coming up on 12 to shoot. Here's Kellum with it. Now under 10. Moore with it. Got to go. 7 to shoot. Moore down the lane. Tacks the basket. Lays it up and in. What a beautiful play by Brandon Moore. And back and forth we go. Tech back in front now by 2 as we go under 8 minutes for regulation.
14 for Moore, and I'm glad he didn't settle for the jumper.
Moore, as you mentioned, with 14. He came in averaging 17 as Wood commits the foul. So with that foul on Woods, Eric, 7:50 left here in regulation. The rest of the way, any foul by one team will put the other team to the free throw line as we watch that last play. That was a nice take, a little kiss off the glass up and in.
A good hard take, able to absorb the contact and finish.
Here's Trey Robinson with it. Gets into the lane. Tough fall away, and he won't go. Battle for the rebound, and it's a foul. And this time it'll be free throws, and the foul will go against Wright. James Wright will commit the foul for the Red Storm, and Kellum will get to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
It'll be his 5th, team's 8. And like we said, you and I talked, this is where you're able to extend the lead by making free throws. As Kellum is 1 of 1 on the evening as he had a 3-point play earlier in the second half.
Roman Kellum played at South Charleston High School here in West Virginia, and the free throw is no good. So that's a big thing too. We talked about you got to connect these free throws as McLeod will bring it up.
Yeah, had a chance to force it to a 2-possession game.
McLeod off the drive. McLeod to the basket, lays it up and in. DeLon McLeod able to tie the score. Now here's Tech's chance.
12 points for McLeod.
To regain the lead. Moore spots up 3. Good. Right down the chute for Moore. And the 3 ball gives Tech a 3-point lead. 7 minutes remaining here in regulation. McLeod wheeling and dealing.
And that gives Moore his average, 17 points.
And there's a Tech foul, and that will get Trey Robinson, who averages 15 a game, and he's had a really good game here tonight. That'll get him to the line.
Yeah, and that's Trayton Woods, Maris, with his 4th, and the team's, of course, 7th. And you're right. This young man, Robertson, came in, averaging 15, and he's at 14.
And a chance to get his average and one more and try to tie. We'll try to get within 1 as Tackett will check back into the ball game for Tech. So a 3-point Tech lead, 6:57 remaining here in the second half. And the free throw is good.
And just a good-looking stroke, right?
So he'll get the bonus. Yep, good ball player. And here comes the bonus opportunity. Both of these teams are trying to avoid a 3-game losing streak. And the second one is no good. 1 of 2, long rebound, and run it out. It's out of bounds, and it will go over to Rio Grande. So Tech not able to secure the rebound, Eric.
And you know what made that play is that the young man from Rio Grande, James Wright, didn't give up on the play. Forced Tech to run after the loose ball.
So 20 on the shot clock. They don't get a 30. And here's McLeod.
Possession after possession. Now it comes down to big time. You got to get stops.
Yeah, 8 to shoot. McLeod into the lane. 4 to shoot. They're going to have to get it off. It's that deep 3 from the logo. Back iron, no good. The clock goes off, but an offensive rebound by McLeod as Robinson had a good look. And I think we're going to have to fix the clock. The clock went off.
I think they may have called.
If it had been a foul, it'd be free throws. I think they reset.
Clock. Yeah, the clock.
They had to reset the shot clock.
Yes.
Yeah, 17 to shoot now.
on it.
Right. Robinson, that beautiful pass down low, and it's swatted out of bounds as they get the ball over to right, and Goings comes out of nowhere to swat that out of bounds.
Yeah, I thought for sure that was going to be an easy 2 recovery on defense coming right at you, folks.
That's a beautiful
this
pass.
Is a great block.
Yeah. Goings said, not on my watch, 8 to shoot. Robinson dials up a 3, shoots for the lead. In and out, no good, and Goings clears the rebound for Tech.
Boy, nice release. I love this Trey Robertson.
So Tech with the ball and up 2 as we approach the 6-minute mark here in regulation. Moore to Chapman, down the lane. Good passing. 3 ball from the corner is not good. It looked like it was going to get a roll there by Tackett. It was waiting to see if the ball was going to go in.
Well, such unselfishness right there by Cole Chapman because, he could have turned and shot the layup, but they wanted a good, better, best. But I thought that was actually the best shot had he taken it.
Up and under. The shot won't go. That shot was put up by Wright. Chapman comes out of there with it. 5.5 remaining. Here's Goings. Streaks down the lane, lost the ball, picks it back up. This time it's Tackett with it, and they'll throw it back out and reset. Chapman open, dials up a 3. It won't go. Goings with an offensive rebound. The putback is good.
Way to clean it up, big fella. He says, don't worry, Cole. I'll clean up the mess on aisle 6.
And coming down to crunch time. Coming up on the 5-minute mark, and Tech with a 4-point lead. They were down as many as 10 in the first half. They trailed by 7 at the break. Robinson down the lane, puts the shot up, and it's partially blocked. Wright has it up underneath. His shot is blocked. He gets it back, 8 to shoot. The ball is deflected and stolen. And here's Chapman with it. Moore, shaking and baking.
If you don't have it, reset it.
Right. You got plenty of time on the shot clock. They want to go to Tackett in the post. That's where they go. Comes the double team. Whips the ball across the way. Moore, spot up. Thought about the 3. Tackett on the baseline. Puts the shot up. It won't go, but he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
Yeah, way to get into the body of McLeod. If you're Tackett, these are big free throws coming up.
And we got a timeout on the floor. 4.5 remaining in regulation. And out of the timeout, Tech will be shooting free throws as they lead 60-56. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them and be right back here on Video Productions.
Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales is a proud supporter of all our area middle school and high school athletics. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales keeps a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs with some of the best prices in southern West Virginia. We also have several lenders for your financing needs. Direct Choice Pre-Owned Auto Sales and your student athletes, a winning combination.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett with Window Rhoda Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Infinity Coal. Infinity Coal Division is located at Sophia, West Virginia. They're built on a foundation of safety, innovation, and teamwork. Infinity Coal Division, from the coal seam to the steel beam, that's Infinity Coal. Eric out of the timeout. It'll be free throws for Tackett as we take a look at the overall shooting. Rio Grande is 21 of 56 from the floor. Tech is 24 of 51 from the floor. And 8 of 24 are the Red Storm. The Golden Bears of Tech, 8 of 23. And at the free throw line, though, Tech just 4 of 8, 50% from the line, while Rio Grande is 6 for 11. So neither team has shot the ball well from the free throw line. And that you got to hit these free throws coming down the stretch.
Yeah, but in the second half, though, Tech is 3 of 4 going into these 2 shots.
And Tackett able to drain the first of 2 and take the lead to 5. Second free throw is good. And this lead of 6 is the biggest lead that Tech has had. You have to go back. It was 11-5 when they were up by 6 early in the game. So this 6-point advantage equals Tech's biggest lead. 4.5 remaining.
In the Tech half, excuse me, Maris, Tech half-court defense has been so much better.
And there's a foul going for the loose ball, and that'll get Fox to the free throw line as Goins will commit the foul.
Yeah, good effort by Goins. 50-50 ball he was trying to get to.
And see, Eric, that is the 8th foul. Rio Grande's got 9. So we're almost getting to the situation where they're going to be two shots.
Double
bonus, yes. So big free throws for Fox here with the clock stopped, 4:17 left in regulation, and trying to get the Red Storm a little closer. These two teams will play again up at Rio Grande, Ohio, and they'll play on February the 10th. First free throw by Fox is good.
And Fox, 1 of 2, or 2 of 3 now from the free throw line.
And he will now get the bonus opportunity. Free throw on its way, and he missed it. Got 1 of 2 as Goins with the rebound. So coming up on the 4-minute mark of the second half, Tech with the ball and leading by 5. And here's Moore around the screen. Moore over to Woods here in the near corner. 13 to shoot. We're under 4 for the game.
And in the second half, as we stated, Maris, is going to be down to free throw shooting and getting stops.
5 to shoot. Moore to the rim. Doesn't go. The tip won't go. Ball's loose. It's knocked out. I think it'll be off of Tech, and that is the right call. That happened right here in front of us. And now with 3:44, a lot of time left, Eric, and down 5. And obviously we got a lot of big possessions as we watch that last play.
As we see that miss, and I think Kellum had it in his own player. They both went for it.
Yeah, Moore knocked it out.
So I'll go back to my thought. They've shot 8. Rio Grande have shot 8 in the second half and only made 3. So that's been the difference of the second half.
But here's Rio Grande with a chance to cut into the lead. Fox has it, 20 to shoot, 3.5 remaining.
A lot of possessions left.
Yep. Fox down the lane, he gets fouled, he'll get to the line. I can't believe Goins didn't think he fouled him, because he definitely did. No question that was a foul.
That'll be his 4th. Real physical.
Yeah, you bumped him, and that impeded his progress to the basket. And to me, that's a very easy play to call. So both teams, Eric, with 9 fouls each. So.
And you know what? This is the 1 plus the bonus.
Yep.
And Jalen Fox is 2 of 4 on the evening.
Yeah, the last time, just the last possession, he was 1 of 2 at the line. Free throw is good, so he will get the bonus. And a chance to make this a 1-possession game with 3:27 remaining here in regulation. Fox ready, free throw on its way, and he got them both. And just a 1-possession game. 3-point lead for Tech. As here's Moore with it.
And Goins picking up his 4th in that sequence is huge.
Yeah, and they've taken him out of the game as Chapman finds Woods in the corner. The 3 is no good, but he's fouled on a 3.
Yes, and that's going to be on Branson Copus. That'll be his 5th, and that was a costly one. Not only does he foul out, but fouled a jump shooter.
Yeah, and a tough shot in the corner. That was a bad foul, yeah. So Trayton Woods will get to the line, and he will shoot 3 shots as Copus is fouled out of the game. So Rio Grande's got 30 seconds in which to replace him. 3:13 left here in the second half, and the big fella will get up in. Kuba Sinchin will check into the lineup. So Trayton Woods will shoot 3. And the first free throw is good. Here comes the middle shot. And he misses that one. And now comes the third shot. And he gets 2 of the 3 and gets the lead to 5 as we're approaching the 3-minute mark here the second half. McLeod with it, 18 to shoot. They get the ball down low. Fox able to score with the left hand. And a timeout with 2:54 remaining in the contest. While we got time, we'll tell you about some of our fine sponsors, including Pasquale's. Pasquale's Italian Restaurant has your favorite Italian dishes, plus they have sandwich, salads, and seafood. They have catering and private parties available. You can book your event by calling Pasquale's at 304-255-5253. Also, the game brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Pepsi is a proud sponsor of sports. You can enjoy an ice-cold Pepsi. And also by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. If you've got a plumbing or heating problem, all you need to know is 304-253-HELP. And also by the Spartan Factory. Spartan Factory has T-shirts, team uniforms, banners, hats, and more, and they can help out your team. All you got to do is go to their website. They're located in Beckley, the Spartan Factory, WV.com. Eric out of the timeout, 2:54 left here in the second half. One possession game, 3-point lead. Now both teams now over the limit to the double bonus, so every foul is 2 shots.
Yeah, you just have to stay aggressive offensively, and especially knowing, if you're both teams, knowing that you're going to get 2 free throws with every foul.
So here's Tech with it, with 20 to shoot. Now it looks like a zone being played by Rio Grande. Chapman from the elbow, and it won't go. They tip the ball around, and Rio Grande comes down there with it.
Yeah, great flash by Chapman, just unable to connect.
So here's Robinson walking it up. Chance to get within 1 or tie the game with a 3 ball. Robinson around the screen, 15 to shoot. Johnson off the dribble. Fox, 8 to shoot. Fox into the lane. Fox attacks the basket. They've got to put it up right. The shot clock. It's an air ball, and that would have been a shot clock violation. But Tech able to pluck it out of the air. That was a really good half-court defensive set by Tech.
And it was, and I was thinking, I'm trying to put my coach's hat on right here. If you're Tech and you can get a bucket, you need to get Goings back on the floor.
And there's a timeout by Corey Akert, and that might be what they're thinking.
I mean,
18 to shoot, 1:47 left here in the second half.
My 5 best, and definitely a young man that has 21 points on the night. 4 fouls, you got to use them on this offensive possession.
It's a full timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas from Faith Clinic.
Merry Christmas.
From our Access Health family to yours, Merry Christmas.
With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Andrew Boland also with the heavy hitter. We have KB Cameron Ball on camera. And we also have Alex Fink as we come down to the stretch, Eric. 1:45 remaining here in the second half. Tech with the ball in a 3-point lead. Out of the timeout, here's Chapman with it around the screen. Chapman to Kellum. 4 to shoot. Woods has to pull up and shoot it. Does he get the row? He does not. But Woods with an offensive rebound, the putback, and he's fouled. Because that ball danced on the iron, Eric, it threw off the timing of the Red Storm defender as we watch the replay, and then Woods able to sneak in there and right there to get the rebound, put it back up and in, and draw the foul.
What a strong, timely rebound. And that was whistled on Fox. That'll be his second.
So
Jakyron
Woods will try to polish off a 3-point play as Goings checks back into the ball game for Tech. 1:27 remaining. Try to extend the lead to 6. And Woods' free throw on its way. That won't go. You can tell when it left his hand. The ball is free. McLeod runs it down for Rio Grande. So here's Robinson with it. Around the ball screen, they whip it to McLeod. Step back, 3 on its way. Got it! McLeod, he cuts the lead to 2. Coming up on the final minute.
Big shot by McLeod. You can see why he's the team's leading scorer.
20 to shoot. Tech in no hurries. We're under a minute for the game. Chapman. Here's Moore with it. 8 to shoot. Moore around the screen. Moore attacks the basket. Moore with a little floater. It won't go. The tip won't go. Loose ball, and Chapman able to get it with a new clock. Big offensive rebound. They're spreading the floor. Moore with it in a timeout. Tech with 30.9 remaining in regulation, and Tech with the ball and leading by 2, 66-64. And let's see, it's a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. And Eric, put your coaching hat on. What do you do if you're Tech?
I think you got to go something high ball screen with Goings getting downhill and getting to the rim.
And if you're a Rio Grande, you don't want to foul because there's only 11 to shoot.
Play straight up defense.
Yeah, because there's only 11 to shoot, and it's just a 2-point game. So 66-64 is the score. What's that? We're looking at a 2 or 3. Okay. That last shot.
On McLeod, yes.
Okay, the officials have just let us know, Eric, that they're going to look at the monitor to see if that was a 3, which we called a 3, whether it's a 3 or 2 by McLeod.
Yes.
And obviously that changes everything. If it is not, we got to back it up. This is the play before. We got to back it up to when McLeod hit the 3. So here we go. Here's McLeod. Yes, it's definitely a 3. Wouldn't you say? Eric, watching it, it definitely looked like a 3. The officials are looking at our replay, but he definitely looked like he was behind the line. And so go ahead and roll it through, guys, and here we go. There's the ball screen by McLeod. He steps back. He's foot there. He's back. It looks like it's a 3. As the officials are looking, he looks like he's clearly behind the line. So
I don't know. The toe may have.
Well, he was in front of the line. Then he pulled his foot back. I think it's a 3. So we'll see. The ones that count are right here over our shoulder, Eric, and they'll make that determination. There's McLeod. See his foot right there. Now he backs it up. And I think he's behind the line. I don't think his foot's on the line. I think he's behind the line because you can see separation. And it is a 3. It should be. And we appreciate the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins and Andrew Boland, for their excellent work for the officials. So that should be a 3-pointer, Eric. And the score should stay as it is, 66-64. It is confirmed. The officials told us. Of course, we already knew that.
Well, we already knew that.
We told them it was confirmed, right? All right, 30.9 left here in regulation, 11 to shoot for Tech. The first thing they got to do is put the ball in play, and they'll put the ball in play across the way right there in between the Tech bench and the scoring table. And it'll be Chapman to put the ball in play for Tech. And you don't want to foul if you're a Rio Grande because you're in the double bonus. And you play out these last 11 seconds. The ball comes in the backcourt to Moore. Moore with 8 to shoot. You're going to set a ball screen. Moore around the screen, into the lane. Puts up a little floater. It won't go. The tip won't go. And here's Rio Grande. The ball's loose. Still loose. Final 18 seconds. A chance to tie or perhaps win the game, Eric, on this final shot. They're not going to call a timeout. They're going to play through it. Final 10 seconds. Robinson on a drive around the screen. 5 seconds. Robinson shoots for the win. That ball is partially blocked, and Tech's going to hang on and win the game. A great defensive play by Woods. He got a hand on it, and Tech will hang on, and Tech will snap a 2-game losing streak and send Rio Grande with a 3-game losing streak. Your final score, the Golden Bears of WU Tech 66, Rio Grande 64 with the win. Tech goes to 5-10. They snap a 2-game losing streak. Rio Grande will now go to 7-10. They've now lost 3 in a row. And conference-wise, Eric, it's big because now both teams are 2-3 in league play. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show. The final score, once again, Tech defeats Rio Grande 66-64. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Leanna Burnett with Window Rota Beckley. Are you dealing with those cold winter drafts through your windows? Is it causing your energy bills to rise? If you answered yes, Window World can help. Instead of dealing with those old drafty windows another year, call Window World of Beckley today. Yes, we work all year. Our windows are Energy Star efficient and designed to resist extreme weather. Make the smart investment with our no interest for 15 months. Call Window World of Beckley today.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our community. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I never thought this would happen.
When disaster takes control of your life, we got you. Get it back with a single call to the team that shows up fast to make things right. Serve Pro like it never even happened.
Well, we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Eric. I think the fans got their money's worth tonight, all the way down to the last shot. And the Golden Bears of WU Tech, they were able to hold off Rio Grande. So we're getting to see if we had maybe the final play as Tech wins the ball game, 66-64. And one thing we talked about, Eric, at halftime when Tech was down by 7 at the break. They trailed by as many as 10 in the first half, and they were down by 7 at halftime. And we both stated if they were to win this game, they had to get stops, and none bigger than the final stop of the game. And they hang on and they win the game. With the win, Tech is now 5-10 as they snap a 2-game losing streak. Rio Grande has now lost 3 in a row, and they are 7-10. Both teams now 2-3 in league play, and we're going to go inside the numbers, and inside the numbers are brought to you by Direct Choice. Direct Choice is a pre-owned vehicle lot located at 4631 Robert Seaver Drive in Beckley. They have West Virginia's best selection and prices on pre-owned vehicles. Direct Choice is a proud supporter of local sports. Also, inside the numbers, brought to you by Allstate Insurance, Market Road in Beckley. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands with Lori Richmond as your agent. You can dial Lori up at 304-252-8646. And Eric, you have the numbers of this thrilling Tech victory.
Yeah, and the numbers for the Rio Grande Red Storm go as this. DeLon McLeod came in averaging 17, finished tonight with 15. Trey Robertson, the other double-figure scorer, came in averaging 15. He finished 15. But I think this is the key to the contest. As we stated, Jalen Johnson came in averaging 11. He scored 12, all in the first half. Maris, he was held to 0 points, and that's a testament to the half-court defense that WVU Tech played. On the flip side, leading scorer for Tech, Brandon Moore, hit his average. He came in averaging 17. He finished with 17. Ian Goings, big night, as he had 12 in the first, 11 in the second half. That's a total of 23. Well, I'm going to get a shout out to Roman Kellum. He didn't score in double figures, but he finished with 8. But I thought he was big off the bench and played really big on the glass and really helped secure the victory.
Yeah, he did. Like you said, he had 8 points. And he ended up with 5 rebounds, 4 defensively and 1 on the offensive end.
And the key is the defensive. You kept them, as we said, Rio Grande, they really had it was easy offense for them in the first half.
Yeah, as we take a look at team totals, and first of all, for Rio Grande, they were 23 of 60 from the floor. Tech was 25 of 58, so Tech made 2 more field goals in 2 less attempts. from downtown, Rio Grande was 9 of 26. Tech was 8 of 23. At the free throw line, neither team shot it well. Rio Grande was 9 of 15 from the line, and 8 of 14 was Tech. Tech turned the ball over only 4 times, and I think if you're Corey Akert, you got to love that. Only turned it over 4 times, and Rio Grande turned it over only 7. But a big win for Tech. With the win, as I mentioned, Tech will now go to 5-10. They snap a 2-game losing streak. More importantly, they're 2-3 in league play, and they hold the win over Rio Grande. Rio Grande is, with their 3rd straight loss, they're 7-10, and they also are 2-3. These 2 teams will play again, Eric, as we mentioned throughout the course of the broadcast. They'll play at Rio Grande on February the 10th. And before we wrap it up, your final take of this thrilling Tech victory.
Well, I thought it was a big conference contest, and as you stated, the cute child running around, yes, dribbling, a future maybe Tech Golden Bear.
Could be.
Could be. But, Marison, I think Tech did what they had to in the second half to get the victory. And hats off to Rio Grande because they had a good game plan, just didn't execute down the stretch, came down to the last possession, and I think both of these teams moving forward will be fighting for that 4th spot.
All right, so what that will do, then our next broadcast will be Thursday night. It'll be Tech women only, and the men won't play Thursday. And that will air a half an hour earlier than what Tech normally plays. It'll tip at 5 o'clock rather than 5:30, and Bill O'Brien and Mark Montgomery will have that. It'll be Alice Lloyd taking on the Tech women. And then Friday, Eric, you and I will be back to high school basketball. We'll be at Shady Spring. It'll be Princeton at Shady. Then Saturday morning, 11 a.m., it'll be Tech women. 1 o'clock, it'll be Tech men. Then that night, 6 o'clock, it'll be the Beckley Flying Eagle girls against Graham. And then you and I will have the nightcap, the Beckley boys against Graham at 8 o'clock. That'll wrap it up here. We appreciate our entire crew. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, produced and directed along with Andrew Boland. Cameron Ball was on camera along with Alex Fink. And for my partner, Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. WVU Tech gets the win. They defeat Rio Grande 66-64. Good night, everybody.